Hi and welcome to my channel. I had been given a task to repair a pair of boots. As you can see, the bottom part of the sole has fallen off and one of them is lost, so I need to recreate a new one and make it fit. The old part is also worn and I've been told that they want to make it 2 mm thicker. You can see how worn away it is on the back. As I have only one, we'll 3D scan it and 3D print 2 replacements. For this purpose I ordered some TPU filament. As you can see, it's very elastic and tough and should work very well for the bottom of the shoe. I will be using this fixture for 3D scanning with a bit of this sticky stuff. I stick the part onto this fixture and spray it with some scanning spray. It is now white and perfect for 3D scanning. This spray will evaporate. I am using a 2-axis structured light scanner to scan this part. I will scan the top and bottom and merge it into one mesh. This will give me a very accurate scan of the part, which I can use for 3D reverse engineering. I have sped up this part of the video 5 times, but most modern scanners with hardware triggering can scan this fast in reality. Here is one side of the shoe part scanned. Now we will trim off the unnecessary parts and scan the other side. If you are wondering what this rainbow effect is on the stripes, it is due to the color wheel of the projector and the camera's shutter. Normally this is not visible, it is just white. After scanning, we have the other part. We need to merge all of the scans together and remove the unnecessary parts, after which we can merge the 2 scans and get a complete mesh. And this is the final result. Now in this video I will be using Plasticity. It's not the ideal software for reverse engineering, but as you can see it is possible to do some projects. Maybe they will add some new tools in the future which would make this a very powerful software, but right now it's limited in terms of reverse engineering. I have to manually align the mesh. In other software like Quick Surface we can do this to a very accurate degree, but here we just have to rely on what looks to be aligned. Once the part is aligned, we can start to trace it using a spline. Then we can extrude it to the correct thickness. And now we create those little locating pins. We can change the color of the mesh to give us a visual indicator of the tolerance. I measured the pins to be 4.8 millimeters in diameter, which we can adjust. After, we can duplicate and move it to the next position and taper the pins like so, and create the last pin at the back. We can now double check our dimensions using our calipers and make any corrections if necessary. As this is a direct modeling software and not parametric, it must be done manually. And now finally we'll create the cutouts on the bottom of the sole to act as the grip for the shoe. We start by extruding a rectangle and using an array cut to finish off the part. As you can see, here is the final result. It looks great. Now let's 3D print it. Here are the printed parts. Unfortunately, there's a bit of stringing. As you can see, the parts came out very well. We now have restored the thickness of the sole. You can see how worn it was. Now let's try it and see if it fits. And the fit was excellent. Looks like the customer will be happy after all. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.